A rudderless ship of chaos.
Recently, Bob Iger, who needs to pay these actors, who the hell put raisins in the potato salad? So the MCU's most recent release was Secret Invasion. I know for me, Secret Invasion ended up being disappointing. I enjoyed all of it all the way up until episode 6, where they kind of screwed the pooch.
What?
I don't know if that's a vulgar term or not, but let's just say that they messed up. So now we have to think about, where is the MCU in fans' minds? Where's the MCU in terms of how I feel about it personally? What solutions would I offer to kind of fix the MCU if I feel like it needs fixing? And I'm pretty sure I just told you guys, I think that it does need fixing. So in terms of public perception, it really seems like the MCU has fallen out of favor with a lot of fans. I wouldn't say that it's all the way down in the dumps, like people just don't want to see it anymore. I just think that people are a little bit disappointed by the types of products that have come out. I've enjoyed a lot of Phase 4 and Phase 5. However, I'd be lying if I said it met the standard that Phase 3 set. Now, not everything needs to be endgame. I do want to see some sort of
Consistency.
I feel like the MCU
Appears to be a rudderless ship of chaos.
like the reason why it feels rudderless is because of Disney Plus. I'm not saying all the TV shows that are on Disney Plus are bad. What I'm saying is it's kind of made the franchise a little disjointed. None of the characters that we've been introduced to have been introduced to other characters, except for Miss Marvel as well as Photon. It'll be really interesting to see how that experiment works. I don't know how many people watched WandaVision, how many people have watched Miss Marvel. And when I say people, I'm not talking about super fans like myself. I'm talking about the regular person who just buys their ticket, wants to go to the movies, and enjoy a superhero flick. They're not invested. They're not on these YouTube channels. They didn't come to see for yourself to find out what the latest is on this or that. The only time that they interact with it is when they go to the theater. So what will they think when they show up to the theater and this young girl in Miss Marvel and Photon show up, just start talking about things that have happened in their past and in the stories that were not on movie theater screens? I'm not sure that is going to connect. I know from personal experience, my father, who's only 60 years old, will not watch any Disney Plus shows, not because he doesn't want to. He just doesn't have the time. And the idea of him going from being able to see everything in a movie theater to having to go to a streaming service and watch a 6-episode series or an 8-episode series or a 12-episode series just to be fully caught up, I think that that's a massive misstep. I also think this. The reason why the quality has dropped is because the focus of Kevin Feige is spread over so many different projects. He used to have 3 to 4 movies coming out a year, but now he has 2 to 3 shows, 2 to 3 movies, all coming out in the same year, and he is in charge of making sure that those products meet the standard that the fans want. It honestly reminds me of comic book writer Brian Michael Bendis back in 2016 when I got back into comics. At the time, he was writing Miles Morales Spider-Man, Invincible Iron Man, Infamous Iron Man, Defenders, Civil War II. What else was it? He was writing a lot at the time. And it just seemed like all of his writing suffered because he was doing so much at once. And that's where I think Kevin Feige is right now. Recently, Bob Iger, who needs to pay these actors,
What?
I said that the Disney Plus shows will be slowing down, if not fully being eliminated. And I think that that's the right move. Here's the problem. He still has a little bit of debt to pay off. Here's what I mean by that. They've already shot and filmed Loki season 2. They've already filmed Ironheart. Still have the Agatha Harkness show coming out. And there's Daredevil Born Again. Now, do I think that all of those shows will be bad? No. But if they're following the same formula as the previous shows, which I think was the problem, then you still have all these products that were already made that you can't move off of. They're already shot. The money's been spent. There's no way to just not put them out. It's like you're the person who brings a potato salad to Thanksgiving and you've been doing it for years, and your grandma and them and everybody's been telling you how much they love your potato salad. Then this one Thanksgiving, you decide, you know what, they love my potato salad. I'm gonna put a little something in there to really make it pop this year. So you hype, you all up in the family group text, you saying, yo, can't wait to see y'all this Thanksgiving, this potato salad is slamming. It's Thanksgiving Day. You bring the potato salad, you set it on the table. The family comes up, they start digging in, putting a little bit on the plate. All right, can't wait to hear the compliments. And all of a sudden, you see some some frowns on some faces. Then Uncle Reggie comes out of nowhere from the kitchen. You don't see him, but you hear him. Who the hell put raisins in the potato salad?
Yeah, so raisins, that's a no-go. So pretty much any fruit that isn't a potato shouldn't be in there.
That's the last thing you want to hear Uncle Reggie scream from the kitchen. Because now everybody's feeling encouraged to say the same thing. The worst part is, your cousins haven't even arrived yet. There's still half a bowl of potato salad with raisins in it, and you still got to put it out because you've already made it. Disney Plus was being used to introduce new characters to us. But we never had a problem the way that they originally did it. In Captain America Civil War, they introduced us to Black Panther and Spider-Man. Most people know who Spider-Man is, and most comic heads know who Black Panther is. They didn't need their own separate series. They just needed to be introduced in a story that made sense for them to be a part of. And then they went on to make their own movies and be a part of the larger franchise. We understood who they were and where they came from, characters that we didn't meet until we met them in the movie. Did they need their own Disney Plus show? No. But they were introduced in a movie, and now we are familiar with these characters. My solution is to go back to the old formula. Introduce all the new characters in the movies. My dad doesn't have to go to Disney Plus to figure out who these people are. It's a 2-hour commitment versus a 6 to 8 hour commitment. Now, if you don't want to introduce all of the new characters in someone else's movie, put them in their own movie, because that's what the Disney Plus shows are. They are movies that are cut up in episodes that aren't really television shows. A great YouTube channel by the name of A Journey Through Cinema actually posted a video about that very thing I just said. I didn't make that up. I got it from him. And I want you guys to go check out that video because I think it's phenomenal. It's well done. I'll put the link at the end of this video for you guys to check out. Where does the MCU fall right now? It feels disjointed. We don't really know what Kang is doing. The multiverse saga doesn't feel like a saga at all. What the hell is going on with the Eternals? Are the clandestine coming back? There seems to be a universe on top of a universe. Then there seems to be another universe on top of that, or on top of Earth, Ta-Lo. And then you have another one with the microverse that Ant-Man just checked out. And then you have whatever the hell's going on with Loki. I don't know how all these things tie together. And I'm not saying that I never will know. What I am saying is that it's hard to really attach myself to anything. It used to be where every single day people were speculating on what the next big event was, what the next big character was, what the next big death was. But now it just seems like people are speculating on, is this going to be good or not? And I don't think that that's the state that the MCU wants to be in.